All praises to Yahawah. Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakaha Kodash. Next, I want to give double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the Lord's elect. Over on YouTube, this is one of the brothers. This is GMS KC Prophets 3. Go watch, be edified, fair use, fair use. Acts 2 and verse 19, I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke.
Watch the object in the sky. This was captured over Miami on August 14th. And what happens next? Has the witness seriously convinced something is wrong?
Oh, Esau. You in trouble, man. The so-called white men, them top banking families. Y'all are in trouble, man. Esau, Edom, y'all are in trouble.
Say, Prince. That looked crazy. Is that a plane? What is that? No, seriously, what is that? As the sighting continues, she becomes increasingly frightened and even questions whether they're being attacked. Look closely at the objects. Is that a shooting star? No. I'm gonna literally be... No way. No freaking way. No, literally there's like glitter around it. I'm not even kidding you. There's like glitter around it. Is it multiple? Are we being attacked? There appear to be multiple illuminated objects flying through the sky, but based off this footage, it's hard to tell exactly what they are.
Whew.
What is that? I'm kind of freaking out.
All you people should freak out. Yahawashi is on his way. You see, the Lord is on his way. Isaiah 66 and verse 15, for behold, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi will come with fire and with his chariots. You see, so-called UFOs, like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall be many. See, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is coming. You are in trouble. All you heathen, y'all are in trouble, man. Revelation 1 verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, so-called UFOs, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. Right, what is that? 2 Kings 2 and 18, I believe. Slakia, bear with me, Slakia. No, bear with me. 2 Kings 2 and verse 6. And Elijah said unto him, tarry, I pray thee, here, for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi have sent me to Jordan. And he said, as Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. And they two went on. And 50 men of the sons of the prophets went and stood to view afar off. And they two stood by Jordan. And Elijah took his mantle and wrapped it together and smote the waters, and they were divided hither and thither, so that the two went over on dry ground. And it came to pass, when they were gone over, that Elijah said unto Elisha, ask what I shall do for thee before I be taken away from thee. And Elisha said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon me. And he said, thou hast asked a hard thing, but there is nothing too hard for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Nevertheless, if thou see me when I am taken from thee, it shall be so unto thee. But if not, it shall not be so. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, you see, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. And Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel, and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more. And he took hold of his own clothes and rent them in two pieces, right? Because Elijah was taken back to the spirit world, you see. But the point was right here. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is on his way, man. You see? Habakkuk 2 and verse 8. Salakia 3 and verse 8. I'm getting my precepts mixed up. And it reads, was Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi displeased against the rivers? Was thine anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea? That thou didst ride upon thine horses and thy chariots of salvation? Thou didst march through the land in indignation. Thou didst thresh the heathen in anger. Thou wentest forth for the salvation of thy people, even for salvation with thine anointed. Thou woundest the head out of the house of the wicked by discovering the foundation unto the neck. Thou didst strike through with his staves the head of his villages. They came out as a whirlwind to scatter me. Their rejoicing was as to devour the poor secretly. Thou didst walk through the sea with thine horses, through the heap of great waters. When I heard, my belly trembled, my lips quivered. At the voice, rottenness entered into my bones, and I trembled in myself, that I might rest in the day of trouble. When he cometh up unto the people, he will invade them with his troops. You see? Jude 14. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi cometh with 10,000s of his saints, to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds which they have ungodly committed, and of all their high speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. You see? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is coming to wage war upon you heathen, man. Y'all getting ready to be invaded by Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Psalms 68 and verse 17. The chariots of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place. You see? Surrounded by unnumbered thousands of chariots, thousands of so-called UFOs, man. You see? That's how the elect is getting out of here. Let's get that. Isaiah 26 verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. Right? When the Lord commands his nuclear missiles to be shot off to Babylon the Great, America to destroy it. You see, for behold, the Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. Right? Y'all scared of them. Y'all scared. Jeremiah 10, you Israelites, man, hear ye the word which Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. We know exactly what they are. You see, them top wicked elite banking families, the so-called white men, Esau, Edom, they know exactly what they are, and they know exactly who we are. You see, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi ain't playing with you devils no more, man. Y'all have trampled his people. You see? Babylon getting ready to be paid back. That recompense is coming straight to your bosom. You see? Jeremiah 51 and verse 35. The violence done to me and to my flesh be upon Babylon. You see, shall the inhabitant of Zion say, and my blood upon the inhabitants of Chaldea shall Jerusalem say. Therefore thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, behold, I will plead thy cause and take vengeance for thee. And I will dry up her sea and make her springs dry. In Babylon, America shall become a dwelling place for dragons, and astonishment and hissing without an inhabitant. You see? Why, Lord? Revelation 17 and verse 5. You see, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, America, the mother of harlots, America, and abominations of the earth, America. And I saw the woman, Babylon the Great, America, drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahawashi. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. You see, y'all are worthy. What is that? I think that's Revelation 6. Salakia. Here we go. We'll get this. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? Right, you damn Edomites, man, and you heathen. You see? Matter of fact, it's coming, man. Rejoice over her, man. Revelation 18 and verse 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostle and prophets, for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi hath avenged you on her, the children of Israel, man. You see? They are worthy. Let's get that. Y'all worthy for this destruction that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is getting ready to bring, man. You see? It's 16 and 6. Revelation 16 and verse 6. For they have shed the blood of saints and prophets, and thou hast given them blood to drink, for they are worthy. Y'all are worthy, man. Esau, even the so-called white man. You worthy for this bloodbath that the Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is getting ready to give you, devils, man. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Who is this for? A message for Edom, the so-called white man. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword at the time of their calamity and the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. You see? Joel 3 and verse 19. Egypt, America is spiritually known as Egypt, shall be a desolation. And Edom, the so-called white man, Edom is symbolic for America, shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Judah shall dwell forever in Jerusalem from generation to generation. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed. For Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi dwelleth in Zion. See, you in trouble, man. All you heathen, y'all are in trouble. Zechariah 1 and verse 15 in the NLT. But I am very angry with the other nations that are now enjoying peace and security. I was only a little angry with my people, but the nations inflicted harm on them far beyond my intentions. You see? Y'all are in trouble, man. Psalms 94. Lift up thyself, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. O Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi power, to whom vengeance belongeth. O Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, to whom vengeance belongeth. Show thyself. Lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth. When there were reward to the proud, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, how long shall the wicked triumph? How long shall they utter and speak hard things? And all the workers of iniquity boast themselves. They break in pieces thy people, O Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and afflict thine heritage. They slay the widow and the stranger, and murder the fatherless. Yet they say, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall not see, neither shall the God of Jacob, he's the God of Israel, man, regard it. Understand, ye brutish among the people, and ye fools. When will you be wise? He that planted the ear, shall he not hear? He that formed the eye, shall he not see? You see? But the Lord's getting ready to take vengeance upon you devils, man. He's pissed off. You see? He's pissed off. He's getting ready to give you all you devils, you see? All you heathen. And the ones who are left over, y'all are going into captivity. He's getting ready to give you to the beast of the field to be devoured, you see? Matter of fact, let's get that. Isaiah 34. It's going to come through war. Come near, you nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. You see? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi ain't playing with you devils, man. Joel 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, all you heathen. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. You see? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is delivering y'all to the king of terrors, man. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is delivering you to Yahawashi HaMashiach, the grim reaper. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud. And upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud. You see, and that cloud is Yahawashi's fathership. Thrust in thy sickle and reap. For the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. And he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. Right, the Lord's getting ready to tread you devils down, man. He's getting ready to fill the dead places with your bodies, man. You see? Let's get it. Psalms 110 and verse 5. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath. You see? He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with the dead bodies. He shall wound the heads over many countries. You see? Y'all gonna be scattered like crap, manure on the ground. Yahawashi is not playing. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is not playing. It's coming, man. 2 Ezra 13 and verse 6. But I beheld and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. That's Yahawashi's fathership. But I would have seen the region or place whereof the hill was graven, and I could not. You can't see the beginning or end of Yahawashi's fathership. That's that white cloud, that white horse, man. Revelation 19 and verse 11. The coming of Hamashiach Yahawashi, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, pure power, Yahawashi's fathership. And he that sat upon him was called faithful and true. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war. You see? Verse 8, and after this I beheld and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet durst fight. You see? The Lord's going to put the spirit on y'all and make y'all fight. Because don't forget, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is a man of war. Exodus 15 and verse 3. You see? The Lord is getting ready to bring it to your bosom. All you damn devils. 2 Ezra 15:20. Behold, saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, World War III, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanon's, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen. So will I do also, in recompense of their bosom. Thus saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi power. Y'all are through, man. Y'all in trouble. Y'all in trouble. Rejoice, O ye nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants, and will render vengeance to his adversaries, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. Micah 5 and verse 15. And I will execute vengeance and anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard. You see? That ass whooping is coming, man. It's coming. Isaiah 31 and verse 5. As birds flying, so-called UFOs, man, the chariots of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, so will Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts, Yahawah Tazabah, defend Jerusalem. Defend it also, he will deliver it. And passing over, he will preserve it. You see? Verse 3, now the Egyptians, you see, are men and not Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and their horses, their powers, their military power, flesh and not spirit. When Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall fail together. You see? Let's get that. Verse 4. But this is what the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, has told me. When a strong young lion stands growling over a sheep it has killed, it is not frightened by the shouts and noises of the whole crowd of shepherds. In the same way, the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of heaven's armies, will come down and fight. You see? Fight for Mount Zion. In the KJV, it says, fight for Mount Zion and for the hill thereof, right? The elect of the nation of Israel, man. See? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi getting ready to do judgment upon you heathen. It's going to be horrible. And you rebellious Israelites, y'all are going to take part in his judgment. Y'all will be trampled under feet, man. Let's get that. Jeremiah 25:32. It says, matter of fact, let me see. NLT, this is what the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of heaven's army says. Look, disaster will fall upon nation after nation. A great whirlwind of fury is rising from the most distant corners of the earth. And that day, those Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has slaughtered will fill the earth from one end to the other. No one will mourn for them or gather up their bodies to bury them. They will be scattered on the ground like manure. You see, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi ain't playing with you devils. Y'all shouldn't have did it, man. And it was prophecy. You had to do it. That's Zechariah 2 and verse 6. Ho, ho, the exiles are called home. You Israelites, man, repent. Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north. Saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You flee spiritually. You see, for I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Deliver thyself, O Zion, you Israelites, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. This is getting ready to be destroyed. But thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations who spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. Y'all messed up. NLT, after a period of glory, the Lord of heaven's armies sent me against the nations who plunder you. For he said, anyone who harms you harms my most precious possession. Jeremiah 51 and verse 11. No, it's not. It's like Jeremiah 50. I haven't got this in a while. Jeremiah 50 and verse 11. It says, you rejoice, NLT. You rejoice and are glad, you who plunder my chosen people. You see, you frisk about like a calf in the meadow and neigh like a stallion. You see, America sure fall. Babylon sure fall. Right. America was built off the blood, sweat, and tears of the children of Israel. See, the Lord's getting ready to cleanse that blood. It's going to be horrible. Shalom. Repent, you Israelites.